speaking with His Excellency there. So many things playing out in the polity, and he will be weighing in on quite a number of them. So he'll be joining us sooner rather than later. But yes, indeed, I mean, looking through the dailies, you just get to see, wow, different challenges and circumstances. But yes, we are now joined by His Excellency Dave Umahi, Governor of Ebonyi State. Good morning, and thank you for joining us today on the program, Your Excellency. Well, it turns out, yeah, looking through the dailies and the policies, so much just going on now. I mean, we're just seeing the protest by Labour yesterday. They're still up in arms today. What's your impression of how things are turning out in the nation at the moment?
Well, I look at issues as part of issues in Nigeria, as part of the global challenges, that are currently in place now. Nigeria is not an exception. But I would be saying that in our country we are passing through a phase, and this situation requires that we look deeply in ourselves and ask us some basic questions. What do we want? I think that there is very low level of patriotism in our country. I think so, and this is the major issue.
Your Excellency, given this phase that you talked about, I just wondered, could we have avoided coming this far, going this route, given things that we could have done better that we hadn't done before? Could we have avoided this phase that you're talking about, that we're talking about, that we are in as a nation right now? The insecurity, the ridiculous numbers of poverty, inequality, and all those things. Could we have avoided it? What could we have done?
That's exactly what I've told you. That is, the basic problem of Nigeria is lack of patriotism. You see, I was sometime in China, and I saw 100-story buildings, so many of them not being occupied. And I asked a question, what are these buildings for? They said, they are building for the next, their generation in the next 30 years. I remember that there was a time we had so much oil surplus. And all we could do as a nation is to do what they call, is it a festival, that's where Festa came up, And so we did not honestly, from the one, peer into the future. We didn't look at the future. We didn't prepare the future for our children. And that's what we are suffering now. If anybody believes that the current suffering is just because of the current leadership, that is a huge joke. That's a huge joke. There was no preparation from the one.